Well, things are starting to pick up a little bit and get a little bit more exciting out there here. 2024 Santa Clarita Valley real estate market. What is going on? Let's take a deep dive and find out right now because I have dug into the numbers. The numbers don't lie, folks. So let's see what they're saying, right? I'm going to give you some quick blanket numbers for the entire Santa Clarita Valley market, which consists of 8 cities. Hopefully you're familiar with them. Valencia, Saugus, Newhall, Canyon Country, Stevenson Ranch, Castaic, Agua, Dulce, and Acton, okay? This comprise our Santa Clarita Valley market, and I'm gonna give you those numbers right now. So looking at our active listings, what's currently listed in Santa Clarita residentially, we have 298 homes on the market. These could be homes, townhomes, condos, right? We also have additionally pending in escrow 235 homes. 298 active listings is very low number for active listings, okay? We should be, 500, 400 or 500 at least, somewhere in that ballpark, maybe 6 or 7. It fluctuates all the time, even getting up to 1,000. But we're right now 298, and we've been like that for a while. This is what's been holding values all through COVID and even now, 298 active listings, just not enough inventory. But at least there's a little something there for people to look at because 235 additional homes are in escrow. So we would actually, in essence, have about 435, but they're getting sold. They're going into escrow, which is great news. Homes are selling. In the last 60 days, 309 homes have closed sales. So all of December and January, 309 homes have closed sale, signed the contract, the deal's done, given the keys, new people moving in, the whole thing, 309. Additionally, we have 35 homes on a hold do not show status, okay? This means that it's actively listed, but they've decided, the seller has decided, and maybe the agent, to not show it right now because they're possibly doing a repair, or maybe they have some family visiting, or somebody got sick, or it could be any different reason. But usually the repair thing is pretty common. They've got to fix something up, right? So 35 additional homes on top of that active listing of 298 is what we have listed in Santa Clarita Valley, right? I'm going to give you some quick numbers here on the individual cities in Santa Clarita. You might be living in one of these cities and really want to get to know what the numbers are in your backyard, right? Let's start out with Valencia. We have 69 active listings in Valencia. We have 81 pending in escrow. And we have 101 closed sales in the last 60 days in Valencia. Saugus, right next door. Love Saugus. I lived there for many, many years. 39 active listings, 38 pending in escrow, right? Wow, that is such a tight number. And we have 54 that have closed sale in the last 60 days in Saugus. Newhall, 28 active listings, 20 pending in escrow, and 35 are closed sale in the last 60 days. Canyon Country, a lot more activity going on in Canyon Country. It's a little larger area. 72 active listings. We have 39 pending in escrow and 54 closed sale in the last 60 days, okay? Castaic, 27 active listings, 17 pending in escrow, and 19 closed in the last 60 days. Let's hop on up to Agua, Dulce, 39 active listings, 14 pending, and 12 closed sale in the last 60 days. Here's a real interesting number. Let's go take a look at Stevenson Ranch, okay, for our final city here. We have really low numbers in Stevenson Ranch. We have 3 active listings in Stevenson Ranch. We have 9 pending in escrow, and we have 7 that have closed sale in the last 60 days. So 3 active and 9 in escrow. That's 3 times the rate that, either they're just selling quickly in Stevenson Ranch, right? The homes are not staying in the market very long, so in Stevenson Ranch. And overall, really. So I did take a look at an interesting stat. How many homes in this mix, this overall number for Santa Clarita, are over $1 million, right? How many do you think? 194 over $1 million mark plus in Santa Clarita that are in escrow or actively listed right now or have closed sale in the last 60 days. Over $2 million, we have 18 of those homes over $2 million in price. I did find the highest closed price right now in Santa Clarita is in, you guessed it, Valencia, right, at $4 million. $4 million in Valencia, Westridge. This is on Oak Savannah. 6,083 square foot home built in 2006. Beautiful home. Oh yeah, gorgeous. $4 million. There is an interesting property that is actively listed right now that is a little over 12 million, 13 million, if you will, $13 million in Agua, Dulce winery. That's on the market. It's been on and off a little bit right now, but it looks like they've got it really cleaned up and really nice looking right now. A little over 88 acres, 10,000 square foot tasting room and warehouse. I think there's an additional 10,000 square foot warehouse and a 5,000 square foot guest house, all on this 88 acres of vineyards, wine business, the whole thing. $12,995, it could be yours. So take a look at that too, you know, Agua Dulce Winery. I hope this helps. As far as interest rates right now, you know, they've gotten up to a little over 8% in 2023. They started coming down the last month. We had gotten down to 6.25%, and the market started to pick up nicely, right? Then it shot back up a little bit, got up to around 6.5%, 6.7%, and now it's down. I talked to my lender last night, down to around 6.35%, right? And this is for an overall rate to kind of cover the whole numbers here. I mean, we're talking, you've got conventional, FHA, VA, whatever the case might be, different loan products. And then, of course, your credit score comes into that mix too to develop a rate score for you to give you an interest rate. So that's about where it is, the average numbers, if you're looking on all these bank rates and all these kind of things, somewhere in that ballpark. I speculate that these rates are going to come down in 2024. There's been a lot of debate about that, but this is my honest feeling. I think they are going to come down, and the reason being is because we're in an election year. I think that's the big thing right now, and we're going to see that happen. And a lot of the economic indicators could point in that direction as well. So let's see what happens, but we got to keep our eyes and our ears open and ready to make the move, because that rate comes down a little bit more and gets into those fives, it's going to get busy. We have a lot of buyers that have been on the fence. We have a lot of sellers that have been holding on to that home, or they really hold on to the home or the interest rate, right? A lot of them locked in that 2.89, 2.99 rate. They don't want to let it go. I get it. I get it, because why would you give that up to go buy something at over 8%, and especially with the elevated home prices, and then pay an 8% on top of that? It's crazy, right? Well, now it's coming down, and now it's getting into those low sixes, and if it gets on into that 5 number, that 5 territory, it's going to get busy. I think we're going to have a lot of buyers coming up. We already do. We already have buyers at where we're at right now. They're accepting that. Let's go. Let's make this happen. They're coming down. And additionally, just remember too, the rate is, if it's pushing you out of the affordability, we could always talk to the sellers about reducing, giving us some concessions back so we could get that interest rate bought down. You know, we could get those rates bought down for you. It doesn't have to necessarily be in reducing the price, the purchase price. That will affect your payment very little, but if the payment is a real important factor, which it is for most people, then we could work on getting that interest rate reduced. And this way you could go forward with making that move, get the family or yourself into that next move, right? So I hope these things help. If you ever have any questions, need any more clarification on anything, just reach out, okay?